Welcome to another episode of Sanford Says. This is Lisa Holder, Chief Communications and Cultural Affairs Administrator for the City of Sanford, and you are listening to Sanford Says, the city's official podcast. This is one of the first podcasts of 2024. We took a little bit of a hiatus. We're back. We're back strong here in 2024. And of course, we're in January. We have a great event coming up. It's the month to celebrate Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. I have a great guest with me today, Mr. Kenneth Bentley. He's the co-chair of the Martin Luther King Jr. Steering Committee. It's been around for many, many years. Welcome, Mr. Bentley.
Thank you, Ms. Holder.
How are you today?
I'm fantastic, and it's good to be back at City Hall.
All right. Well, we are so appreciative of you to take time out of your busy day to come talk to us about this, because I know that MLK weekend is huge in the city of Sanford, and by rights it should be. And we're one of the only cities in this area, in this region, that celebrate a weekend-long, 4-day-long event. And you're here to share all the great information with our listeners and find out how people can participate and all of that. So let's start off on Friday. Friday is the first of the events?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And the date of that is?
January 12th.
January 12th. I was waiting for you to say that date because I don't have my calendar open, but January 12th.
Okay. And Ms. Holder, you're absolutely right. Sanford, the city of Sanford, is the only city that does 4 days of events. And when I say the only city, I'm not just talking about the state of Florida. If you travel the United States, even if you go to the city of Atlanta, they have 2 or 3 days, but we actually have 4 days of event to memorize Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We could basically do a whole year for what he did for the United States and mankind, but we do 4 days, and it starts on January 12th. And the first event, City of Sanford and Ms. Holder, is the oratorical contest. The oratorical contest is held at Seminole State College. And that's where we have high school seniors throughout Seminole County come and do their oratorical speeches. And the winners, all of them are winners, but the winners receive scholarship monies. We have one full ride to Seminole State College, and then we have 5 other kids that get monies to go to other colleges. But Seminole State pays for a full ride 1 year for one of the contestants that chooses to go to Seminole State.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And explain exactly what you're talking about when you say oratorical, just for those that are listening. And there was a theme this year, and each year there's a different theme,
It's
right?
a different theme every year. This year is Rise Up.
Okay.
We want to rise up, and we want to rise up with the youth. A lot of times when you're talking about passing the baton, somebody 7 is passing the baton to somebody 60, or somebody 60 is passing to somebody 50. We need some younger adults involved in MLK now. Because we realize, Ms. Holder, whether we like it or not, we're not going to be here forever. We're just not going to be here forever. So we have to train the young kids to come up and also carry this legacy on. The City of Sanford MLK Steering Committee is a great committee, but we can't do it forever. So we tell them to rise up. Come and join us this year.
Right.
The theme is Rise Up, and we really want to attract young kids.
And so tell me about that. So you've got a steering committee. Y'all have been here in the city and know each other very well, like family, I'm sure, correct?
Oh, yeah.
And so you've been working together for many years and providing this wonderful opportunity for all to celebrate and honor Dr. King.
Yes,
right?
We've been together for 37 years.
That goes back to what, is that the 90s, 80s? What?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
And so you're talking, we do need the younger generation to start rising up and participating. And I'm sure they will.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. A lot of times they might need a little nudge, but they will. But for 37 years, we've been doing the parade and the banquet. So I'm one of the charter members, so I've been here since we started.
Right.
Myself and Mr. Melvin Philpott, Mrs. Linda Medlock, we've been here since the start, and we love it. And we just want to carry this legacy on, so that's why we came up with the theme, Rise Up.
Now let me ask you, can you share with us really how this whole concept, the whole long day, the 4-day weekend event, like where did that start? Were you small group of you got together 37 years ago, or did it grow since then?
It grew. When we first started, Ms. Holder, it was a banquet and it was a parade. And after the parade, people saying, well, why are we just going home after the parade? let's find a meeting place and have like a rally. And so people say, well, the most logical place is Fort Mellon Park. So we started the rally in the park, and then we started with the oratorical. We said, well, we want to make sure that these kids get a chance to go to college. So we started out with the oratorical contest. And then, of course, when you talk about Dr. King, you have to have a church service. So we put the church service in there, too. So that's how we got the 4 days of event.
Okay, so like going back to that, so the oratorical contest is, share a little bit more about that, what the students do and how they get involved in that.
Okay. All
Please.
high school seniors in Seminole County are eligible. And what we do, we come up with 3 themes. And the students can pick one of the 3 themes. And the themes talk about Dr. King, things that he did in the past and things that he hoped for in the future. And once they pick one of those themes, Ms. Holder, on the 12th at Seminole State College, they'll stand up and they'll orate their speech. It's from 3 to 5 minutes. They can't use cue cards. They can't get their phone and read off their phone. They have to just say it.
Wow.
Just like if you're in church and you practice for your Easter Christmas speech.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing, but they're orating for scholarship money.
Right.
And the theme is Dr. King.
And so then you choose the student and they find out at that event. Is that how it works?
Yeah, they'll find out that night.
Okay.
Yeah, once they orate, the judges will go in a room. They'll tally up all the scores, and then we'll come out with first, second, third, and then honorable mention winners.
Well, thank you to Seminole State College for providing a year's worth of education
Oh, yeah.
for these students, and really applause to the students that step up and want to take advantage of this great opportunity, because they have so much going on in their minds and feelings and hearts, and to get that down on paper and then to be able to speak it and say it, I'm sure in a dramatic manner, is really hits it home, right?
Yeah.
So that's a wonderful thing. That's Friday, and then
it's another caveat for Friday too.
Okay.
We have a poster competition. We don't leave out the elementary schools.
Okay.
So we go throughout Sanford to the elementary schools, and those schools submit 5 posters each, and we take all the posters to Seminole State, and we have judges, and they judge the posters. So we have a first, a second, and a third place winner, and it comes with cash prizes.
Okay.
Yes.
And so what happens to the posters once they are chosen, the winning posters?
The top
Are they on
three-
display
The top
somewhere?
3 are displayed at the banquet that Saturday night.
Okay. All right. Maybe we'll take them and hang them here at City Hall somewhere, because once the banquet's over, because where do they go back to the children? We can talk about that afterward,
Okay,
but
but
we have a new,
That's a great idea, though.
we have a new art program here at City Hall, so maybe we do that and highlight the students, because that's great that you're talking about writing, speech, art. You're involving all of that for the younger generation. I think that's really, really wonderful. So the next, you have what's going on for Saturday.
Saturday, January 13th, is the grand banquet. It's not a regular banquet. It's a grand banquet. You have to come to that Sanford Civic Center on the 13th and see the decorations, taste the wonderful food, look at everybody dressed to the nine, listen to a great speaker, super duper music. It's the talk of the town.
Yeah, and I understand, though, it's sold out, unfortunately.
It's sold out. It's sold out. The brand sells it out. A lot of people know what we do for the banquet, so people really get engaged for it. I guess what we could do one day is maybe build a large event center in the city of Sanford on Lake Monroe.
Yeah, you never know. I mean, look at that. You're sold out for this event, which means that there's so much interest out there, and that after 37 years, it's by word of mouth, basically. If when those tickets go on sale, if you don't already have your date and who else you're going with and your tickets, then you're not going, unfortunately. So, but this is a wonderful thing. And so the banquet is part of it. Did it start with just the banquet years ago? You did say it was a banquet and the parade, but then you added the oratorical contest and some other things now. And so then there's also other things where the community can come in. There's no cost to it, right?
Right.
You have, which are...
And I'm glad you said that. It's no cost to the oratorical contest.
Okay.
We're in a very large room at Seminole State, so lots of seating is available.
Okay.
Lots of seating is available for the oratorical contest and poster competition.
And when is, so that's on
The 12th.
Friday, and everybody can find out information about all of this on the MLK Steering Committee. It's called mlksanford.org website.
Yes, ma'am.
And also the City of Sanford has information on our website as well. So if you have time on Friday, go see and support those students, because that seems like a really incredible experience. And so then you have the other, so Saturday night's the banquet, Sunday is the parade?
Church service.
Church service.
Yeah.
It's called the Interfaith Church Service.
Yes, it is. And it'll be held at New Life Word Center. That's in Sanford. It's at the corner of Oak Avenue and 13th Street. That's the church that Pastor Ronald W. Murphy founded. Enough room for everybody. It's no fee. That's free. It starts at 3 p.m. We give people a chance to go to their regular church and then come to our church, so we don't have to double dip. And it's going to be great. The choir, the MLK choir will be singing there, and they are fabulous.
Okay. And then on Monday
is where we show out.
the actual holiday.
Yeah.
Okay. And so tell us more about that, about what's planned for Monday.
The biggest and baddest parade in town.
You heard that,
Yeah.
everyone.
The biggest and the baddest. It'll start at Crooms Academy, which is located at the corner of Persimmon Avenue and Historical Goldsboro Boulevard. Lineup starts at 8 o'clock. The parade starts at 10 o'clock sharp. We've never been late for that parade. We started like 9:58 because we don't never want to be late.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have everybody. We usually have about 80 to 100 entries. We have a plethora of people. We have the sheriff. We have the Sanford PD, the City of Sanford, Boys and Girls Club, all the schools. Seminole High brings the band. Millennium brings the band. Sanford Middle brings the band. Hamilton Elementary brings their drum line and flag corps. We have steppers. We have floats, churches, daycares. You name it, they're in the parade.
All right. So this year's theme is Rise Up. So why don't we ask everybody in the community to rise up?
Yes.
And come out and support the 37th annual celebration and memorial observance of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. here in the beautiful city of Sanford. Is there any other, like any sponsors or any supporters that you'd like to thank in general? Sanford CRA,
yes.
And the City of Sanford, I see, and I'm sure you have lots of other people. You can't name everybody, right?
Yeah, we're going to miss somebody, but definitely the CRA, the City of Sanford, and the citizens of Sanford, because it wouldn't be possible without the citizens. All the citizens participate.
Right. So the community, we support our citizens and our community, and thank you for coming out, because we're one community. We want everybody to enjoy themselves, celebrate life together, and this is a great time to be able to celebrate with one another. It sounds really interesting. Sounds like fun.
And one point I want to make to the audience: a lot of times when you start talking about honoring legends, and the legend might be African American, people sometimes get misconstrued, saying that, well, I can't be in it. This is diversity. The scholarship money is not for just African American students. If you want to be in the oratorical contest, it doesn't matter whether you're white, black, Hispanic, it doesn't matter. You're welcome. If you want to be in the parade, it doesn't matter whether you're white, black, Hispanic, you're in the parade. If you want to come to the church service, the same thing applies. If you want to come to Seminole State College as a guest, the same thing applies. The rally in the park, the same thing applies. We want everybody to know this is not an African American event. This is just an event, and it's welcome to everybody.
And you heard that, everyone. Listening to Mr. Kenneth Bentley here, it's welcome. Everybody is welcome, and I would think that the younger generation, that's what I mean. They're open for that. They want everyone to come together. You're right. It is not just one holiday. It's a public event. There's wonderful opportunities for everybody to bring joy and to break bread together, meet your neighbor, come out and celebrate a good time here in the city of Sanford. And it is you heard Mr. Bentley, the only 4-day weekend MLK
in the
United States of America. And it's here in the beautiful city of Sanford. And so we wanted to provide this episode about MLK And January, it's coming up in just a week, and you're invited. You heard Mr. Bentley. Please go to their website, mlksanford.org. We do sound like we're excited because we are. And Mr. Bentley has a few things to say before we go today.
Yeah, just one thing I want to remind everybody of, Ms. Holder, because if you've came to the rally in the park in the past, you would think it's at Fort Mellon Park. But this year it's not at Fort Mellon Park due to construction. They're putting infrastructure pipes in so that they want to alleviate some of the flooding in the Georgetown community. So the rally this year is going to be adjacent to the Sanford Civic Center. We'll have we have vendors, ribs, chicken, fish, candy apples, cotton candy. You name the food, they'll be there selling it. We'll have a train ride for the kids. We'll have a kids zone for the kids. We'll have a live band. We have other live people performing. But remember, it's adjacent to the Sanford Civic Center on Seminole Boulevard this year, just because of the construction at Fort Mellon Park. And next year, 2025, we'll go back to Fort Mellon Park.
Okay.
And that's free. Everybody's welcome.
There you have it. It's free. And so one thing about Seminole State College, will there be signs there? Is it on your website where they would need to go if they go to the where at the university or the college that they would go to the oratorical contest?
Yes, that's a great question, Ms. Holder. The building number and the room number is on the website.
Okay. Building and room numbers on the website. So you've got the oratorical contest on Friday. You have the the commemorative banquet on Saturday, the interfaith service on Sunday, and the parade. We also have the festival in the park. So there's several things. And do you still can someone still be a sponsor if they wanted to?
Yes, yes they can.
Okay.
And you can still set up at the park if you want to. If you want to be a vendor, you're welcome to go on the website. And if you're just an information vendor for us registering people to vote, you're welcome to come too.
Okay.
And I almost forgot. The recipients of the MLK Awards this year at the banquet will be Dr. Gina Henderson. She will receive the Brotherhood Award. True Health will receive the Humanitarian Award. Pooh Bear Restaurant will get the Community Award. That Sunday at the church service, the Spirit Award will go to Mr. Marlo Knight. He's a student at Seminole High School. And Monday at the parade, we have to have Grand Marshals. The Grand Marshals this year are Emery and Gladys Green from the Midway community.
Okay, well, there you have it. I mean, that sounds like, really, mark your calendars right now. Save the date. Come on out and celebrate with the MLK Steering Committee in the City of Sanford. Thank you so much for listening, Mr. Bentley. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for being here, coming to City Hall and visiting us. This is Lisa Holder, Chief Communications and Cultural Affairs Administrator for the City of Sanford. You've been listening to Sanford Says. Stay tuned, and you can find this podcast wherever you subscribe to your favorite podcast. And we will see you next time, somewhere here in Sanford. Thank you again. Bye now.